Okay, hold on. Oh my god, this is the most pain in the butt. Alright, sorry about it. Some problems my OBS just crash out of nowhere for this. Problems my OBS crashes out of nowhere for this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna clear up. I'm gonna change the name for this, huh? I'm not doing kick. Let's see. Alright. Thank goodness. OBS is sorry, it's my OBS just crashed out of nowhere for this. Ah, hot. It's great. Itchy.
It's not the Bigfoot! Oh, but it's not a card that's great at being discarded. Nope.
No, you should have just played the Dark World Dealings. Why did you do Bigfoot first?
So unfortunately, I don't get to Retribution, kill my creature back.
Nope. Did you want the Bigfoot to get sniped?
Yeah, I want to get rid of it. I'm not good at this game. But I will become the king of Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, well, as a consolation prize, Danger Bigfoot comes into play. I won't put it in defense because it's not good at that.
He's not got very much defense, and
I'll
you do
draw
draw a card, yeah.
Wow, I've got so many things on the field. And I think I know when my turn's almost come to an end. I'll play this trap. Because that's one of the really cool things about Yu-Gi-Oh! I get to say the words. We don't get to say this often in Magic, never really. You've activated my trap card, and I hope I'll get to say it later, because I'll pass the turn to you.
Honestly, for a first Yu-Gi-Oh turn, that was actually really well done. So good job to Carl. I guess we'll have to see what Josh can come up with.
That is, okay, well, average Dark World turn.
Whoa! What? The flaming over here!
Okay, I'll drop a turn. Can I enter my main phase, or do you have anything?
Oh, do you have to ask permission?
I mean, yeah.
Can I hit
it's
you
all
with my
about
Bigfoot?
It's all about consent. No, that I don't consent to.
Okay, yeah, okay, you can enter your main phase.
Okay.
Unharmed.
All right, I will start us off with Gold Sarcophagus.
Uh-oh.
Let's banish one card from my deck, and in 2 turns, I add it to my hand.
I heard that 2 turns in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is longer than the whole game.
Right? So it's fine, right? Card is pointless. Because the thing you can do is you can banish cards that trigger when they're being banished. So it doesn't matter that it only happens in 2 turns.
It's like my discard deck, where
Kind
things
of.
are good when they get discarded.
Exactly. So Tri-Brigade Mercourier, when it's banished,
See, when the Pokemon effects, when you control what's this? When the monster activates effect, you control if you can. Present this card, the feature the negative effect. If your card is banished, you get 1 card, you add a card from your deck and hit the fallen of the abyss or 1 monster. Instead, Tri-Brigade encountered. You can only use the effect once per turn.
lets me add a monster that mentions the Fallen of Albaz from my deck to my hand. Don't worry about what that means.
I assume you have one of those.
I mean, I'm checking. I'll add Albion the Shrouded Dragon from my deck to my hand. So this card is treated as the Fallen of Albaz while it's on the field or in the graveyard, but at the moment it's in my hand. I can reveal in my hand to send the Fallen of Albaz or a branded spell trap from my deck to the graveyard, and then it goes to the bottom of my deck and I draw a card. Okay, I'll use the effect in my hand. I'll send the Fallen of Albaz from my deck to the graveyard. And then this one goes to the bottom and I'll draw one. All right, I'll draw one, and then I will activate the continuous spell, Branded Lost.
What's this?
This card.
What's this? Let's see. The activation card effects, including the effect the fusion monster summons a fusion monster, cannot be negated. Also, your opponents cannot activate effect monsters in this way. If you fusion summon a monster, you can add one of the boss or monster mentioned it from your deck to your hand. You can do this effect once per turn.
Says that you cannot negate my effects that fusion summon, because this deck's all about fusion summoning. And when I perform a fusion summon, I get to add a monster from my deck to my hand that mentions the Fallen of Albaz. And also, whenever I'm performing a fusion summon, you can't respond to any of the things I'm doing.
I feel like your deck is like a broken record. It's all Fallen of Albaz.
That's a very good summary.
That's a theme, yeah.
Some people watching will not be happy to hear that, but he's right, guys.
So that's definitely bad. But as long as he doesn't have Branded Fusion yet, we might be okay.
I'll activate Branded Fusion.
Yeah, we're screwed.
What's
No,
good?
please don't stop my Branded Fusion, because otherwise I'll be very unhappy.
But I can't stop fusions, right? Because of this?
Yes.
Also, joke's on you, that's
Right.
a monster.
Will that be illegal?
Oh, it has to be a spell. Okay, I see.
There's some monsters that specifically allow you to put them there, but
Oh, that's excellent.
yeah. All right, so Branded Fusion allows me to fusion summon a fusion monster that mentions the Fallen of Albaz.
Okay. Once again.
Yes. And I even get to use the material from my deck. I don't have to have it in hand.
Wait, so use a material is like what you use to sacrifice as a
Well, a
tribute.
fusion, you combine two things to become a fusion monster from the extra deck.
And now you can just pick cards from here?
Exactly. Normally, you pick cards from your hand or something when you activate the OG fusion spells, but this one just lets you fuse from the deck.
So you're great at Joshua O, right? So tell me, that's a really good.
That is very, very good.
right,
This entire deck.
Haha, maybe I will win the crown then.
All right, so I'm performing a fusion summon. I'm going to fuse Fallen of Albaz with Artifact Scythe, which actually is one of the monsters that you could set in your spell and trap zone, but
That's a monster? It's a scythe.
I don't want to talk about Artifact Scythe if possible.
Okay,
So-
because I want to talk about it a lot. But we'll stay silent for your sake.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and these two make Albion the branded dragon.
Oh, it's purple.
It is purple. It requires
Let's see. One Abbas, one light monster. If the card is fusion summon, you can summon one level 8 or lower fusion monster from extra deck. Albion the branded dragon. By banishing a fusion materials from it from your hand, field, or graveyard during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard, it was sent this deck. You can add one hand, one send branded spell track on your turn. You can only use it once per turn.
Albaz and a light monster, which is this. If this card is fusion summoned, it performs another fusion summon. Isn't that great? By
Again?
Yes, by banishing the materials from my hand, field, or graveyard. So I'll activate its effect, and because I performed a fusion summon, I also activate Branded Lost. And because Branded Lost is active, you don't get to respond. So I don't have to ask your permission right now. I can just do it.
Oh no, I don't feel safe right now. But wait, so you can somehow, maybe, I don't know, I heard you're good at this game, win this turn.
I could try to win this turn, yeah. If that card
You
that
can
you are
try.
aggressively bluffing at me is not a good trap card, then I might be able to win this turn.
It's-
Branded Lost will add from my deck to my hand a Fallen of Albaz.
What a surprise.
You seen this guy before?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use that Ceruli you gave me and perform a fusion summon with him. How do you like that?
My Ceruli?
I'll banish Fallen of Albaz and your Ceruli to fusion summon Lubellion the Searing Dragon,
Oh, it's purple again.
who requires a dark monster and Fallen of Albaz.
Did I give you a dark monster?
You did give me
I
that.
did this to myself.
That's
Wanna
good.
guess what this card does?
Everything.
It fusion summons.
Oh, really?
When it's summoned, I discard a card to fusion summon a fusion monster by returning the material from my field, graveyard, or banishment back into the deck. I'll discard a Keeper of Dragon Magic to perform a fusion summon, which you don't get to respond to because I have Branded Lost. And I'll fuse Fallen of Albaz and the Lubellion itself into Mirror Jade, the Iceblade Dragon. We'll put him up here just so you learn about the extra monster zone.
Okay.
And
Is
this
it
one,
because he's so good he gets his own zone?
yes, let's just say yes.
Oh yeah, the extra monster zones. I didn't even mention them to Carl because you can't use them with the Dark World structure deck, but maybe for our next lesson we can do a link deck. How's that sound?
So this is fusioned again.
Yes.
There's a lot of fusioning going on. You think it's the sun.
This one does not perform a fusion summon, unfortunately.
Josh,
I'm sorry.
you're slacking off on me.
All right, this guy, when he leaves the field by your card effect or
Let me see. You can draw one mirror jade once per turn. Quick effect. You can send one fusion monster to extra deck. Mention the Fallen of Albaz as material. Bash one monster on the field. Although this card cannot be used in effect next turn. If this is fusion summon in this owner's leave also upon this card, you can destroy all the monsters that controls during the end phase of this turn. Oh.
battle, I get to activate this effect to destroy all your monsters in the end phase of the turn.
All of them?
All of them. And his other effect is I can send a fusion monster from my extra deck to the graveyard that mentions the Fallen of Albaz to banish one of your monsters.
That mentions the Fallen of Albaz. Is this a joke? I think every card you have mentions the Fallen
See,
of
that's
Albaz.
you get the point.
Okay,
You
I see.
understand the point of Branded.
This is just what Branded does. They combo their fusions, they get Mirror Jade, it's super annoying to deal with, and then when you do deal with it, it just blows up the whole field anyway. So if you're Carl, you've never seen any of this before, it's probably going to be pretty tough for him to figure this one out.
Next up, I'll use my Mirror Jade's effect.
Yep.
And I'll send another copy of Albion, because he does mention the Fallen of Albaz, from my extra deck to the graveyard to banish.
That's your extra deck?
That is my extra deck.
Is there a reason? I'm getting extra deck envy right now.
See, I didn't build the decks for this, so I don't know why you only got 3.
Yeah, I feel kind of outclassed.
All right, Mirror Jade allows me to banish a monster on the field, and it does not target, so I don't have to tell you what I banish until you let me resolve the effect.
So I can't respond?
You can respond, but then you don't know what I'm going to banish, and then I can change my mind based on how you respond.
You can change your mind.
Well, because
it's
it
still
happens
on
in
the
resolution.
chain.
You either tell me whether it's okay to resolve, and then I get to just pick and banish, or you want to respond to it.
Since this has the word danger on it, I kind of know what you're going to do. But maybe you can get this later, but I need this for this moment, please.
Okay.
Am I allowed to?
You can borrow it.
In Magic, everything is a spell card, right?
Yes.
But in Yu-Gi-Oh, spell cards are spell cards. You can play as many as you want on your turn. And uh-oh, you've activated my trap card.
I'm so excited for these.
These you place face down on your field, and then you wait until your opponent's turn before you can activate them.
And then you do this, right?
Exactly.
Joshua,
Yep.
you've activated my trap card.
What is it?
I
Bye.
may tribute one dark monster, which this is, with 2,000 or more.
With 2001 text, look at your opponent's hand. Destroy what's this? Destroy one that wants to with 2001 text. Look at your opponent's hand. Destroy all you control, all text they draw. Destroy. Because until the time of that. Destroy almost $1,500 or less.
Attack, this does.
Yes.
To look at your opponent's hand, all monsters they control, and all cards they draw until their end of turn. Until their end of the third turn? After these cards active, like for the rest of the game?
Basically.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was what? And destroy all those monsters with 1,500 or less attack. Let me know. So if you draw something with 1,000 attack, it just dies?
It does.
Even in
It's true.
3 turns?
Well, I mean, none of the stuff that I have on my field has less than 500.
I don't know what's in your hand. Well, I'll know soon.
All right, well, I'll have to show
Yeah,
you
worthless.
now. Well, you do know about the Fallen of Albaz. I've searched
Yes.
that one earlier.
It's too much attack.
A Branded Retribution. Okay.
Okay.
Read it.
There's a lot of text on there.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
A warning point.
You'll let me know if this comes up.
I'll let you know. No worries. And an Effect Veiler, which I conveniently drew for turn.
It's dead, right?
Are you celebrating because that one card in my hand dies?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Go
gotta
ahead.
celebrate the little
Yeah,
victories.
so-
This is my first game of Yu-Gi-Oh, Josh. Okay, so now I see your hand, and whatever you draw, I can have a peek at it again.
Yes.
You may proceed.
Now, since you've tributed your Danger Bigfoot, which is the one I was gonna banish with the Mirror Jade, but thankfully it doesn't target, I'll banish the Genta instead. Rude. That's where the banished cards go. So this goes to the graveyard. This is not a continuous trap card.
So you have to remember for the next 3
you
turns?
just have to remember, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is your challenge. Also, you are not allowed to forget.
I'm not allowed to forget. What happens if I don't? Do I go to Yu-Gi-Oh jail? Do I get banished?
You get banished, yes.
I don't know, keep playing like this, and you'll
Yeah.
be banished back to the Magic Channel for good.
You may carry on.
Oh, God.
Anything once we've resolved the Mirror Jade?
I feel like it's kind of unfair that you have 3 cards and I have 1. No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
You fell into my trap. I think that was cool enough already.
You're gonna have to tell me later whether you did this on purpose or not, but
The bird.
I don't think you did. Oh, that's okay.
Wait a minute, that's actually insane.
Yeah.
Because Carl forgot to special summon Genta when Mirror Jade banished it. It meant that Josh couldn't use it to fusion summon into Lubellion. Maybe Carl's got more Yu-Gi-Oh tricks up his sleeve than I thought.
I shall proceed to my battle phase. Well, you're good. This is not 8,000, so I'll attack you for 2,500 with the Albion.
Good
Caught
catch.
it. And then I'll follow it up with 3,000 by the Mirror Jade.
Oh, I'm almost dead.
Also, one thing worth noting with the Mirror Jade is I can't use it again on your next turn, because that's what it says. It just says if you've used it last turn, you can't use it in the next turn, basically.
But on your next turn, you can.
Yes. Not enough damage to win the game, because...
It was my plan all along.
Okay. I'll set 1 and 2 mysterious cards that you've never seen before.
You know you can't set monsters, right? even if it's a good bluff.
Okay, I'll not set my last card in hand then.
Okay.
And then I'll proceed to my end phase.
You may.
Yeah.
Okay, in my end phase, I'll activate the effect of my Albion in the graveyard, which allows me to set a branded spell trap from my deck if it's been sent to the graveyard this turn.
What's a branded spell?
All of the Albaz spell
with
traps
the
are
word
called
branded.
branded.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Yu-Gi-Oh, right? It doesn't have to have like a specific line of text as a type. It's just if it's in the name.
The
right.
archetypes are usually defined by the name, yeah.
There you go, Carl. You're understanding what Yu-Gi-Oh archetypes are all about. And mostly, it's quotation marks.
Okay, you may get your branded card.
I will set a branded sword.
So kind of as expected, Carl is in a pretty bad spot here.
Yeah.
I really don't know how he's going to manage to come back from this one, but let's see what he can do.
Now it's your turn.
I get to draw a card, right?
You get to draw a card.
But I'm still alive.
See,
You are, and I don't get to look at your draw, but you get to look at my next.
So Taylor told me one thing, and it's just like, well, I want to keep on doing the Gates of the Dark World thing, because it's pretty good. So I'll banish.
I'll allow you to enter your main phase, by the way. It's okay. Thank you for asking.
How gracious. I'm sorry, I'm still learning Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I see, yeah.
May I banish Snow?
Yes, the activation of gates is fine.
Yes. I will do that to discard this. I love the pun. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has so many puns. I'm particularly fond of Suship, but this is
Sushi?
Rainbow, which is both rain, as in what Monarch does, and bow, as in.
let me see. You can summon this card. It's going to discard AK for crack when you break up 5 returning 11. So a Lord Dark one monster you control to your hand. If this gets discarded to the graveyard, right, you can add 1 level 5 or higher Dark World monster from your deck to your hand. Except, no, we're King of the Dark World. Then it discards this card. Okay, or by an opponent's effect, you can summon 1 level 4 monster from either field.
As in beautiful in French, which is hilarious.
Yes, I like that too.
I will discard this, and when I discard it, I
First
will.
you draw, because you fully resolve
What?
that.
Wild. Oh, this card has a lot of text.
Don't read it.
Gates is always good. Dropping the rainbow, also a great choice. Come on, Carl, you got this.
And then I will go get a Dark World monster.
A level 5 or higher Dark World monster.
Oh, great, because this one is. It's called Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World.
That's a very iconic card, yeah.
Josh, I feel like this is Slumdog Millionaire, because I may stumble my way into victory, and if I do,
Yeah.
it's purely by mistake. I will start with a Dark World Archive.
That's a good card, yeah.
It's got a lot of text, but I'll trust you. If you could sum this up on a business card, what would it do?
When you discard, you get
Let me see. Do your main phase, you start one. You can discard 1 Dark World monster. And if you do, the Dark monsters would currently going to have equal to the level of discard monsters in the hand 100 until the end of the turn. See, if a monster whose already type is a fiend is discarded from your hand of a Dark World, or by opponent's card effect, you can during your damage step, you can discard 1 card, then draw 2 cards once per turn.
to discard 1 more and draw 2 cards. And if you don't have anything that lets you discard, this card can make you discard 1. But you need a Dark World monster on the field to do that.
I feel like they should have just written that. I'm going to play Dark World Ascension. It's a spell card. And during the main phase, I may summon 1 fusion monster. Ha! Eat that! Taste of your own medicine!
Trying to take a page out of my book.
Oh yeah, and it's a good book because it...
Let me see. 7 fusion 1 fusion monster from your action deck. By banishing materials, matching it from your field or graveyard. If you choose a Dark World monster this way, you can also discard a monster as a material. During your main phase, if discarded to your graveyard, you can add this to your hand. Then discard one Dark Wolf monster.
whacked me in the face for a bunch. I can discard as material. So...
Hold up.
Oh no, I don't like this.
I haven't allowed you to do that.
Are you going to say, you activated my trap card?
Do I need the crown for that?
Please, yes, it's important.
Okay, well, you've activated my trap card.
I love this.
I'll activate Branded Retribution. When a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, which you are trying to do, you're trying to special summon the fusion monster, I get to return to the extra deck 1 face-up fusion monster I control, or 2 fusion monsters in my graveyard that mention Fallen of Albaz, to negate the effect and destroy it.
You get to get monsters, and those monsters negate my effect?
Well, this card negates the effect, and in order to do that, I have to return, in this case,
yes.
my Albion from the field to the extra deck, and then this is negated and destroyed.
Do I still lose my monsters?
No.
So I don't discard these?
No, because I'm stopping this effect, and this effect would have fused.
So it's not as a cost, is it?
No, it's part of the effect.
Okay, well, it still kind of sucks, because I was hoping to fusion my big boss monster.
Yes.
Oh no,
No.
the negate is so strong here. Carl, you were so close.
You may put the crown now on.
I could keep it.
You could, by winning this game. So you're an honest man, right? Mm-hmm. This is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Okay, yeah. I don't want it to be dangerous anymore. So I'm going to read you a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yes.
During your main phase, you can discard one Dark World monster, and if you do, Dark World monsters you currently control gain attack equal to the level the discarded monster had in the hand times 100, something like that. I don't think it matters. What does matter is I discard this Grapha Dragon Lord of Dark World.
No, you won't. You can't use that effect right now, and the reason for that is because you don't have any Dark Worlds, and in Yu-Gi-Oh you can't activate an effect if it wouldn't do anything. Like if it's trying to do something
So he has
that
to-
it can't do. Like you're trying to make Dark Worlds gain attack right now.
Yeah, but like I don't care if they do right now.
Yeah, but you have to have a Dark World to use that effect.
Yeah, Archives is just a super strange card. Like, no one gets it right on the first read through, so I can't even blame him for that one.
I'm going to play a Brow Huntsman of the Dark World.
Yes.
You know how in Magic, once per turn you can play a land?
Yes.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, once per turn you can normal summon a monster from your hand.
Is that why it's brown like a land?
Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Now you can activate that effect because now you control the Dark World monster, so you can pitch another Dark World to make it gain attack.
Well, thank you for helping me defeat you.
You're welcome.
I'll discard this. Now when I discard this Grapha Dragon of the Dark World, target one card your opponent controlled, destroy that target. Then, if this card was discarded from your hand to your graveyard by an opponent, which it wasn't,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Goodbye, Mirror Jade. But I will activate its effect.
Okay, what does that do? I forgot to read it.
During this end phase, your monsters are all gonna be destroyed.
So they don't stay.
They don't stay. Whatever you summon this turn is gonna be gone at the end of the turn.
Oh.
Oh,
That's a
no.
pickle, because I was planning on... Oh, what do I do here?
Well, you could try to win this turn, maybe.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's a great
Yeah,
recommendation.
try that.
Come on, Carl, use your graveyard. It's so important to use your
Your
graveyard.
graveyard,
Alright,
for
so I
fuck.
have to deal 8,000 damage.
Or you have to live with the fact that your board is gonna be gone at the end of it.
Remember, your graveyard is your...
I have Rainbow. We talked about how cool this card was earlier. One thing that makes it even cooler is I can special summon it from my graveyard, returning one level 7 or lower Dark World monster I control to the hand. Once again, I feel like a well-oiled machine. Like everything is working together.
Yeah, your graveyard is your
I bring
ultimate.
back my Bro Huntsman of the Dark World.
Yes.
Now I have Rainbow. Rainbow's not long for this world. Well, it's going to be in my hand soon. Because I can special summon Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World, from my graveyard by returning one Dark World monster I control to the hand. Except Grapha to the Dark World. So I'm bringing back Grapha by bringing back this Rainbow to my hand.
You've got it.
This is what you call a combo.
Yes, he's doing
Yes,
it.
okay.
He's doing it. He's actually doing it. And everything you're building towards is Grapha, the Dragon Lord of the Dark World.
2,700 attack? That's a chunk.
Plus 300 from Gates.
That's 3,000. That's like almost half of your opponent's life total.
That's a whole Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, I've heard that's good. So Josh, this turn might give me a migraine. So
Okay.
please help me. Well, I know Taylor explained all of this to me before, but ever since I've special summoned and done 25,000 things and you fusion so much. So I have this card that I can bring back
Yes.
to my hand
Yeah.
by discarding a dark monster. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. I discard this Brow Huntsman of the Dark World.
And this adds itself back to your hand, yes.
Great. Now, when Brow Huntsman of the Dark World is discarded, I draw a card, correct? But I've got Dark World Archives.
That can also activate, yes.
Combo, combo, combo. Draw 3 cards. Let's go.
So, in what order do I pick the order?
So these two will form a chain. This one's mandatory, so it'll be chain link 1. This one is optional, and if you wish to activate it, it'll be chain link 2.
I do.
Then resolve backwards. Chain link 2 resolves first.
So first I discard and draw 2.
Yes.
Okay, I'll discard Rainbow.
Okay.
And then, so I'll draw 2.
Draw 2, and then draw 1 more for the brow.
Wow, in Magic we call that Ancestral Recall, and it costs 15,000 euro.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, we call that Dark World, and it costs $10.
So I have already normal summons. I
$10
can't
only for the
normal
his
Can't normal
then.
summon again.
summon. Okay, but I can place it. Don't look at it. Place a trap card. Can I place this as a trap card?
It'll never become a trap card because it's a spell card, but you can place it.
I put another face down card that could be anything.
Okay.
I'll attack you for 2,700.
Nope. 3,000.
Oh, thank you.
1,000, remember, you attack.
I was testing you to see if you could
1,000, remember,
give
yeah.
you the king of Joshua.
Yeah, that's it. Just push for damage. As much damage as you can. Just do it.
So that's not
That's push, that's push.
8,000. But I'm sitting behind my 2 trap cards.
Okay.
This dice.
This will die in the end phase due to the mirror.
Oh, may I go to the end phase?
Yes.
It's dead. Yes.
I'll drop a turn.
You have to show it to me. Oh.
It's a pot of extravagance.
Okay, that's actually crazy that he remembered that effect because I didn't even remember that was supposed to happen.
which is a very powerful card that I can only use at the start of my main phase. Am I allowed to start my main phase?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so polite.
I'll start us off with a Pot of Extravagance where I banish 6 cards randomly from my extra deck. So
Oh, but you do banishing stuff.
well, they're banished face down, so those won't really do anything.
So what happens if you banish oh, that's why you don't have 3.
That's why in this particular extra deck, you play like multiple copies of all the cards. So in case you get unlucky and banish 1 or 2 of them, you still have another one. So you can just pick 6 because it's random. And I'll draw 2 cards. That was a very efficient way of picking 6 cards. You know.
Where do I put them?
Underneath the face up banished usually is where I put them. And then I'll draw 2 cards. And then, because this effect is rather good, I don't get to draw any more cards for the rest of the turn.
Oh, take that. I need to see the cards.
Oh, you do get to see the cards, right?
Yes.
20 point and Mercurier, which dies.
So much value.
All right. Well, that was not a bad turn last turn.
Remember,
right,
we
you've
hit
allowed me to enter my main phase.
Yeah.
Do you also allow me to leave my main phase?
Like go into battle phase?
I don't have to tell you where I'm trying to go. I'm just trying to leave.
Yes, you may leave.
All right, I'll go into my battle phase.
Yeah, that's what I do. You don't have any monsters, Josh.
But you can end your main phase and either go into the battle phase or you can go directly to your end phase. But you don't have to tell your
Both
opponent.
of those are beneficial to me because then you don't get to attack.
Well, yeah, that's why you let me do it.
Yay, you may.
Yeah, we're in the battle phase now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
I win.
I'll activate my branded sword.
Wait, what?
This card lets me banish any number of branded spell traps from my graveyard and special that many Ice Blade tokens, which are monsters with 2,500 attack. I'm gonna summon 2.
Okay. I may have actions.
You may have actions? Okay.
So I may fusion summon 1 monster from my extra deck by banishing materials mentioned on it. We've been here before.
And when may you do that?
Like when I think it's pretty cool.
Does the card say when you think it's pretty cool fusion summon time?
Ah, that's why we're not in the main phase anymore. This is during the main.
See, I knew you had
not
that card,
the
so I was
main
trying to see if
phase,
you would
huh?
use it. So I was trying to go to the battle phase
How
first.
did you know I shuffled my hand before putting it down?
Well, when you added it back to your hand, of course you're gonna set it.
Okay. Then can I skill drain?
You may skill drain, yes.
I lose 1,000 LP.
You may lose 1,000 life.
Why are you giggling?
Because
Can I cancel this?
No,
Well,
it's continuous.
I don't know, like, skill drain doesn't cancel monsters.
Negate the effects of all.
It negates
face-up
all
monsters.
all effect monsters face up.
Yeah.
Every
I
monster.
really need to get good at this game.
I'll attack you with a token.
Oh, I'm dead.
If you don't have anything other than skill drain.
So close.
Skill drain was enough. Congratulations, Joshua. You become the king. Wait.
Oh, okay, I'm getting
The
crowned.
king of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's official
Hey.
now. Oh, it's so good. How were you watching?
I saw the whole.
I didn't use skill drain right.
You need to read the card. It says during the main phase. You
Oh,
could have done it.
I was trying to be like a real Yu-Gi-Oh player. I heard you guys don't read all of your.
Don't be a real but you don't even read attack for this.
Champion Joshua Schmidt, and today I'll be trying to beat him in a duel.
Oh,
with
guys,
a
we need
huge
idiots for this.
disadvantage. Genesis is the newest way to play Yu-Gi-Oh that gives powerful cards point values and restricts your deck to only contain a total of 100 points. There's just one problem. My deck doesn't have 100 points. It has 0. Will Josh mercilessly stomp out my dreams of becoming a Genesis Pro? Or will I be able to fight back and prove it's not the points in your deck that matter, but the points in your soul? I challenged a Yu-Gi-Oh Pro with a 0-point deck, and it's all coming up right now. Josh, are you ready for the Genesis showdown of the century?
I am ready. I'm not
I am
quite
ready
sure what
there,
you've
sir.
got for me, but
Well,
see it.
I hope you've used your points wisely because I certainly have as well.
Hold on, I'm going to get some
Yes, in the
food.
card
Give me a
market.
sec. I need to get some food for this. Ah, dry. Oh, wait. What? Enemy in battle. I'm back. I just got some chocolatey.
Good studio.
Oh, as you go. Not.
And I'll start.
Okay, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, always be a gentleman in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the most important part. Today I'm using a 0-point deck to try to beat a pro at Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis. Now, we've chosen the Onomat strategy, and our combo pieces may not all be there. Our end boards may not be as strong, but at the end of the day, we're gonna put up as much of a fight as we can. So this win won't come for free. And good luck to you,
Only
Josh.
1,000 attack points or
May the
less.
better man win. Josh, I'm going to start with what I would call one of your favorite cards of all time.
Oh, really?
It's Mathmech Circular!
Come on, man. In Genesis format.
In Genesis format. Circular has a very neat effect where you can send a Mathmech monster from your deck to the graveyard to special summon him. And if a Mathmech is normal or special summoned while he's on the field, I can add a Mathmech spell trap from my deck to my hand.
I'm familiar with that one.
You have anything to say after not seeing him for so long?
I mean, he's been back for a while now, and I still haven't seen him a lot, so I'm happy about that.
So we are sending Mathmech Nabla to the graveyard.
Nice to not see Sigma being sent in Genesis format at least,
Yeah, right.
because that locks you into Link monsters.
That would certainly be a poor play in Genesis format for sure.
So if you're not going to link with it, what are you going to do with that stuff? Or is it just here to annoy me?
I'm gonna do the best that I can. That's what I'm gonna do. Next, we're going to normal summon Zubababa Knight.
Oh, okay.
alright.
I see what I see. Okay.
Now it's making sense. This is a card that when
Let's see. If it's got normal or special, you activate one of these effects. One, you add Tsubaba monster. When you attack, you can access of a night. This card becomes the added monsters level. Or destroy one level 4 below the or defense monster that your opponent control. If this card is attached to an accuracy monster to your hand or effect, you can add one Gaga monster. That's what you have. Okay.
When it is normal or special summoned, I can add a Zubaba monster from my deck to my hand. And then this card's level becomes the level of that monster. So we're gonna add...
I'm going to need you to pronounce all of these card effects
Do
properly,
I have
please.
to read them out loud?
Yes.
Like, really?
Yes.
Otherwise, I won't know what's going on.
I'm going to add Zubaba Bancho Gagaga Coat
这也是班球嘎 coat.
to my hand.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're
Resolves.
Next, we're going to special summon Zubaba Banco Gagaga Coat.
Let me see if you can tell us about all Gaga, except for Suhan Chodaga. It's in your hand. You can special summon this guy and take one go or the little monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon a monster from your actual deck for the rest of the turn, except for XYZ monsters.
Because I control a Zubaba Knight. Okay, why not? And his effect is I can target a Go or Dodo monster in my graveyard and special summon it, and then I can only Xyz summon for the rest of the turn.
But you do not have one of those.
Not yet. We'll see. And because this is level 4, because it took Gagaga Coat's level, we're going to overlay these two into Mathmech Alimbertian. Ooh, gold rare. Very exciting.
That makes it even better.
Yeah, to some people. I don't know who, but Alimbertian has an effect that when he summons...
Wait, you get your one monster. What the fuck this is? Level 2, level 4 monster. You get one monster. So summon one level 4 Mammoth monster to your hand and graveyard. If you just 2 level 4 materials, you have to activate the number fair. 2, add 1 material when you attack your hand. 3, also based on number of materials.
Summoned, I can detach 2 materials from him to add a Mathmech card from my deck to my hand, and also I can tribute a monster to special summon a level 4 Mathmech monster from my hand or graveyard. So I would like to detach 2, add a Mathmech, which will be super factorial to our hand.
Yep, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't do that.
We're getting there. We're making it happen. Next, we're going to use his first effect to tribute himself. And he's
Let's
going
just
to
vote for
summon
this.
back Nabla. Ooh, we haven't seen this one on the field yet. Nabla has an effect that I can tribute a Cyberse monster to special.
So same thing, you can have this monster, you try to summon them from your deck. If this gets sent to the graveyard, you can target one Cyberse monster, control it. Because like you can make up to 2 attacks on a monster in about each phase.
Summon a Mathmech from my deck. I would like to do that, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there goes our Nabla, and here comes our Diameter. Ooh, ah.
Yeah.
So cool.
Ooh, yeah.
That's how you would describe this? Cool, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
not
I've been saying
nerdy,
for years.
but-
I built this deck for you, Josh.
I really appreciate that, yes.
Diameter has an effect when he's normal summoned, but that doesn't matter right now because he's special summoned. And he also gives an Xyz monster an effect when he's attached to it, but we're going to detach him. It doesn't matter. I promise.
It's gonna
Hold
matter
on,
on my turn.
Yeah, we're going.
I know.
I'll make it big one
I've
so
been
I
here
can see
before.
this. I
We're
can.
going to overlay into number 39 Utopia Double.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, right? Now things get a little freaky, I think. Utopia Double has the effect to detach and add a double or nothing
Nothing.
from deck to
What's that
hand,
from
as
hand?
well
A
as
bit,
special
easy a
summon
bit.
from the extra deck another Utopia Xyz monster on top of this by ranking up into it.
System
And it
shocked.
doubles its attack, but it can't attack directly. So I'd like to detach
excuse
my
me.
Diameter to add a double or nothing, and also rank up. I'm going to be honest. I bet you don't know what we're ranking up to.
I'm guessing Hope Harbinger?
You would think this is Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray.
Oh yeah, that is Utopia. Hope Harbinger isn't even a Utopia. Yeah, okay.
You don't even know what my cards do you?
That's why I'm reading them.
Leo Utopia Ray has the effect that you can detach to equip a ZW monster from your deck or extra deck to this card, and you can negate that effect just in case you were
I
about to
was
negate
not going to.
it. And also, if it's equipped with a ZW monster card, I can quick effect
I'll
to
just
target
lay
an
back
effect monster
and
you
chill
control
down a bit.
to negate its effects and have its attack. So I would like to detach to
Let me
equip
see.
it with ZW Pegasus Twin Saber from my deck.
Does that give it any special abilities?
Oh, special abilities are sure what it does. It gives Leo Utopia Ray 1,000 attack, and once per turn, I can negate a monster effect on your field. So that's two monster
monsters.
negates.
Okay.
Count them. Count them.
Not so bad.
2 monster negates and 0 Genesis points. That's what we're working with. So I will set a card.
A mysterious card.
Could be anything.
Okay.
And set a second card, even though I
sorry,
don't
do
think
you
the
see
double or
it?
nothing really is going to do anything at this point. And that's going to be it for me, I think.
Okay, well, for 0 points, that's really not so bad.
It could be a lot worse, you know. It's definitely
it is,
far
though.
from
It
full
could be
power,
worse.
but it's something, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna try to go into my main phase. So you have 2 monster negations, as well as the trap card, which is honestly the biggest problem here, I suppose, because that's gonna summon a big math mech that's gonna basically send cards to the graveyard and negate
We
a
just
card.
chilled out already for this.
Watch out.
The good thing is I can start with some spell cards here. The first card I'm going to use cannot be in your deck because it certainly has some points. I'm going to start things off with Pot of Greed.
That is a card I cannot play. You're right.
I think it's very funny that you can play Pot of Greed in Genesis format in some decks.
It's all we've ever wanted, right?
think
That's
it's
all
been
any
spent
Yu-Gi-Oh
it
players
before.
ever wanted.
This card allows me to draw 2 cards from the top of my deck.
It certainly does.
The fact that your deck is 0 points is very chill because then I don't have to worry about Droll Lockbird.
You know I don't have any
Yeah.
hand traps.
Straight into the main phase to draw some cards.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Okay, it is
You said
time that I
something
reveal the deck that I'm
don't know.
playing,
I just
and
give her
I'm
the
gonna
floor for
do
this.
this by activating Radiant Typhoon Manifestation.
How's this?
Alrighty,
Oh,
Typhoon. I might be in trouble here. Yeah.
Today I brought Radiant Typhoon, one of my favorite decks in Genesis format. It's pretty strong.
that's Cyclone
It all revolves around
Typhoon.
Mystical Space
Oh,
Typhoon.
yes.
A very old school
Ju-
card.
yeah,
that they've
choose one
made an
spell and then
archetype for now.
destroys.
You've got a bunch of quick play spell cards that all trigger all of your effects. Got a bunch of small
hold on. I'm seeing this thing. That's Typhoon.
Radiant
I
Typhoon
forget what this spell. I know that's part of Creed. I don't know most of the cards
help
though.
you search all of the pieces, and a couple of big Radiant Typhoon boss monsters that special summon themselves
Yes.
after you activate quick play spell
Wi-Fi
cards.
Pro.
So it should be a lot of fun. Let's see how it goes. This is going to allow me to choose one of 2 effects. Either I'm going to send a Radiant Typhoon monster from my deck to the graveyard, or I'm going to add a Mystical Space Typhoon from my deck or graveyard to my hand. And for each of the Radiant Typhoon quick plays, I can use both of those effects every turn. So if I had a second copy of this, I could use each effect once. I'm going to choose to try and add Mystical Space Typhoon from my deck to to my hand. Because that's what my archetype is built around, and I also believe that your Utopia Ray loses the effect to negate if I just destroy the Pegasus Twin Saber that's equipped to it.
Uh-oh. He's found the hole in my strategy.
Now, remind me, Leo Ray and Twin Saber only negate monster effects on the field, right?
That is true, sadly.
So my deck specializes in triggering effects off of quick play spell cards, and so I do have a trigger effect on the resolution of my own manifestation, which is I'm going to attempt to trigger Radiant Typhoon Crocia in my hand, which is going to special summon itself after a quick play spell has been activated, and on summon I get to add 2 cards from my deck or graveyard to my hand, 1 Radiant Typhoon card and 1 Mystical Space Typhoon.
That's like your second pot of greed this turn. What's up with that?
And because you could negate it if it hits the field, I'm going to chain the Mystical Space Typhoon while it's still in hand, and I'm going to try to destroy the Pegasus Twin Saber so you can't negate it when it hits the board.
You know, sadly, there isn't really much I can do about that. I really wish there was, but you will destroy Twin Saber, and I will lose both of my monster negates at once. Uh-oh.
Once that hits the board, I'm going to trigger its effect to try and add 2 cards from my deck to my hand.
Now feels like as good a time as any. We're going to activate Mathmech Superfactorial.
Okay.
For anyone unfamiliar, this is going to summon 3 Mathmechs from my graveyard with different names, and then I will Xyz summon a Mathmech monster using those monsters as material.
I wonder what that's going to make.
Yep. I wonder. Here we go. We have 3 Mathmechs, and they're all going on top of each other in one big overlay.
I love when they do that.
For Prime Mathmech, Laplacian.
All right, and I'm going to resolve my Crocia and add a Mystical Space Typhoon as well as a Radiant Typhoon Twin.
Very good.
And I believe you have a trigger effect.
And now we have some triggers. So Laplacian is going to activate. When he is summoned, I can detach 1 to 3 materials from him to activate these effects. So we're going to detach 2 materials, and we're going to send a random card
use
from
effects
your
twice.
hand to the graveyard, and send a monster you control to the graveyard. We can say goodbye to Circular and Nabla. And now you have so many cards in your hand. Look at this. This is crazy.
It's crazy, bro. But it's
7. 7's way too many.
So the Crocia goes to the grave from the field zone.
Along with this card.
Ooh, unlucky for you. That card has an effect to summon itself from the graveyard.
Wow.
I'll tell you about that later.
Great. Can't wait.
All right, may I continue?
Go for it.
All right, and now you do have a negate ready to go. Since I have Mystical Space Typhoon in my graveyard, all of the small Radiant Typhoons can just special summon themselves from the hand. So I'm going to special summon that Radiant Typhoon Swen that I just added and attempt to activate its effect, which is to add a Radiant Typhoon Spell Trap or Mystical Space Typhoon from my deck to my hand.
That's A-okay with me.
I am going to choose Radiant Typhoon Manifestation again.
Because you can use the other effect.
That is right.
Yeah,
Oh,
correct.
no.
I'm going to follow that up with another copy of Mystical Space Typhoon that my Crocia added. And I'm going to attempt to... I presume it's just the double or nothing you said, but I just want to make sure.
Haha. That's where you'd be wrong. Because it's actually a Cosmic Cyclone.
Awesome.
And I'll activate it to negate your MST.
That's not how that one's fun and banish it.
Go to the grave.
But banishing is actually not too bad because
I
this deck...
mean, it's something to banish one of your MSTs. The whole deck revolves around it, so.
Well, a Mystical Space Typhoon has still been activated, and that is the trigger condition to special summon Radiant Typhoon from my graveyard. This is going to summon itself.
Let me see. If it quickly activates, except during damage phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. I had to rub my eyes. I'm so sleepy. And when your opponent activates a monster effect, if you have Mystical Space Typhoon in your graveyard effect, you can negate that effect. If you do a more Mystical Space Typhoon in your graveyard, destroy that monster. If it's the way it's got, I don't know the
And on the field, while I have a Mystical Space Typhoon in the graveyard, it is a monster negate. And if I have 2 Mystical Space Typhoon in my graveyard, which I don't because you cosmicked it, it could even destroy the card after I negate it.
Whew. Close one.
All right. Next up, I am going to activate a copy of Radiant Typhoon Chant to add a level 4 or lower Radiant Typhoon monster from my deck to my hand.
And I'm gonna sit here and do some mental math and
Mental
figure out
shit.
if I'm dead soon.
I'm adding a copy of Radiant Typhoon Megala. On the resolution of a quick play that has been activated, I'm going to activate Radiant Typhoon Phonix, the Great Flame, to summon itself from my hand. This guy is very powerful, 3000 attack, and on resolution of a quick play spell being activated, I can target 2 cards you control and shuffle them back into the deck.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna follow that up with a special summon of Radiant Typhoon Megala from my hand because Mystical Space Typhoon is still in the graveyard and you also control no spell traps, which is the other condition. This lets me summon a Radiant Typhoon monster from my deck with a different name from the monsters I control after I activate a Radiant Typhoon quick play spell card, which is what I'm gonna attempt to do next by activating Radiant Typhoon Vision. This either lets me search for Mystical Space Typhoon or draw 2 cards and then discard a Radiant Typhoon card or quick play spell, which is what I'm trying to do.
That will happen.
I'm gonna draw 2 cards.
Right now?
I'm going to discard Radiant Typhoon Eldam, and then I have some triggers. I have Radiant Typhoon Phonix, the Great Flame, to target these 2 monsters to shuffle them back into the deck, and I have Radiant Typhoon Megala to try and summon a Radiant Typhoon from my deck that I don't currently control.
I mean, it's looking pretty grim. We do have our final line of defense, which is our diameter as material gives Replacian the effect that it can negate one of your effects. So we can try and do that, but
I have a monster negate too. We can play the same game.
yeah. So that
Yeah,
will
so
fizzle
negates
out,
as well.
and these will both shuffle away very sadly.
You can try to summon him again next turn.
Oh yeah, next turn.
You don't have a next turn. I was joking.
Yeah, that's Don't give me hope like that, you know.
Megala resolves and summons Eldam from my deck because I don't currently control it,
that's
and
right.
that is going to add a Mystical Space Typhoon or Radiant Typhoon monster from my deck to my hand. I'm gonna add another copy of Radiant Typhoon Crocea for I don't know when, but I'll have it.
You know I have no hand traps, so it's looking pretty wide open.
I am going to activate Radiant Typhoon Manifestation for its other effect, which is to send a Radiant Typhoon monster from my deck to the graveyard.
Why?
And I'm going to send another copy of Radiant Typhoon Phonix, the Great Flame. Because this is Genesis format and I don't have an extra monster zone, I'm going to need to make some room here. I am, however, locked into wind monsters only, because that's what some of the Radiant Typhoons say. So I'm going to overlay these 2 into a copy of Totem Bird.
Nice.
Then I am going to activate Radiant Typhoon Vision for the other effect to search a Mystical Space Typhoon. There it is. I am then going to set 1 card into my spell trap zone and proceed to the battle phase.
That will happen.
And this is going to be 1600 damage. This is going to be 1900 damage. This is going to be 3000 damage, which should be 6,500 plus the 1,000 you've paid for your Cosmic Cyclone.
I'm alive?
You are alive until I'm going to do something which I think is very funny now. I'm going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon in the battle phase to destroy my own set card.
Yes.
The set card I'm destroying is another copy of Pot of Greed, which I just drawn. What that's going to do is it's going to let me trigger my Radiant Typhoon Phonix, the Great Flame in the graveyard, which, funnily enough, the effect of the 2 big ones to summon from hand and from grave are not once per turn. Like, they're different effects.
Once each.
Once each, basically. So I've summoned this from my hand when I activated a quick play spell. Now I can summon this one from my graveyard because I've activated specifically Mystical Space Typhoon. And this is going to attack you for 3,000.
No! How could you? I'm gonna be honest. This was a fool's errand. What was I thinking? 0 points versus a pro player. I didn't stand a chance.
And
no, damn it. I haven't had enough. I have an even better idea.
Oh, really?
I'm back.
and I'm better than ever. I want a rematch.
Have you
I want a
upgraded your
rematch.
deck
I
now?
want a
I've
turtleneck
upgraded,
and
This
stuff.
time I definitely won't lose because I'll be playing with the advantage now.
Can I go first at least?
Yeah, sure. I think that's only fair.
Nice.
Good luck. You'll need it.
I'll try my
Need it,
best.
you gotta be a
Good luck to you.
dick.
All right, now that you
Ah,
have
okay,
what I
lazy.
assume is a bunch of points in your Genesis deck, I guess I'll have to respect the little droll and Lockbird a little bit. So I'll kick things off with Radiant Typhoon Vision
Yeah.
in my draw phase.
In draw phase. Ooh, this guy came to play. Actions out the gate. Well, I have hand traps in my deck now, and I would like to activate Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Not today, my friend. I will negate your search.
All right, sure, I won't draw cards. But since Ash Blossom does not negate activation, it just negates the effect, I am still going to trigger my Radiant Typhoon Crocia.
This guy, huh?
Got more hand traps for that?
I don't for that one, no, sadly.
I'm gonna activate this effect to try and add 2 cards from my deck to my hand.
You know, I think that probably would have been better for the Ash Blossom. If only I could play 2 in one turn.
I'm going to add a Mystical Space Typhoon and a Radiant Typhoon chant. Still in my draw phase, I'm going to activate that Radiant Typhoon chant to try and add a level 4 lower Radiant Typhoon monster. I'll add Radiant Typhoon Eldam to my hand. Then, because I've activated a Radiant Typhoon Quick Play spell, I'm going to summon Radiant Typhoon Varurun from my hand as well. And then I'll proceed to my main phase.
All that before main phase, gotta love it.
I'll then proceed to special summon Eldam from my hand and try to add a Radiant Typhoon monster from my deck to my hand. That adds Swen. Anything on resolution in the main phase.
There's not.
Okay, no Droll and Lockbird. Nice. Actually, I'm not going to search too many more times here anyways, so I'll special summon the Swen, and this is going to add a Radiant Typhoon spell or trap. And with that, I will add another copy of Radiant Typhoon Chant, which I will then proceed to activate. This time around, I'm going to have to add a Mystical Space Typhoon.
Must be nice that all your cards are like 2 cards in one.
Yeah.
It is
Sleepy,
really nice when
man.
you draw like also the same card twice and you can use both effects. I'm going to chain Mystical Space Typhoon onto my Radiant Typhoon chant though, because all of the Radiant Typhoon spells and traps actually have the nice ability that if you destroy them with Mystical Space Typhoon, they reset themselves from the graveyard.
But if you chain Mystical Space Typhoon to that, it's going to negate it, right?
Right. Gonna get
Right.
destroyed. I'm gonna add another Mystical Space Typhoon from my deck to my hand, and on a new chain, it's going to activate in the graveyard to reset itself.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, man.
Then
Lazy
I am
for
going
this.
to overlay
No, almost
Eldam
boring.
and
Won't let leave
Swen
it. Chill off already.
for a copy of Totem Bird. Totem Bird requires 2 level 3 wind monsters, and when a spell
Fish.
trap is activated, I can detach both of its materials and negate that activation. I will then set 1, 2, and activate a cheeky Mirage Nightmare, which
Be nice.
is a card that they've reduced to 0 points, and funnily enough, it is still banned in advanced format, and I am 100% convinced that they could bring it back and it wouldn't do anything.
I kind of agree.
But in this particular deck, I think it's very fun because this card in your standby phase allows me to draw until I have 4 cards in my hand. But then in my next standby phase, I would have to randomly discard the same amount of cards that I had drawn, which typically it was good once upon a time, but nowadays it'd be very slow, and you would also have a very hard time realizing the card advantage from it because you have to discard the cards. The trick has always been draw the cards and then destroy it with
right.
Mystical Space Typhoon, and that's why I think it's very fitting that this deck plays it.
Built perfectly for Radiant Typhoon.
So here I'm gonna end my turn, and you may draw.
I will go to my turn and I will draw.
Let me know when you're in the standby phase.
I'm in the
Okay,
standby
this,
phase.
I'll activate Mirage Nightmare.
That sounds good to me.
All right, I'll draw 4 cards.
I'm going to start off with another new addition to my deck that now has lots and lots of points. It's Super Polymerization. We're going to try to fuse with your Totem Bird and Crocia.
I can't do anything about that, yeah.
And we're going to make
What? See?
Garura.
Oh,
Good
they make
enough.
Super
The
Poly
ring
free now?
on Resident
this card?
Life?
Oh, yeah. I mean, basically, because I will discard my other copy of
Oh, okay.
Ash Blossom
Sure.
that was sitting in my hand. Garura just has the effect that it doubles the battle damage.
30
you
minutes.
take from
After
it
that, I'm
and
gonna play
it
one
goes
on the
to
game.
graveyard.
I wanna try it against you before I can figure out what
Good, I
this
see you
and
put a lot of point cards in your deck.
You might say I put 5 times the amount of point cards in my
500.
I've opened my Millennium Eye and I've realized, of course I was going to lose. 0 points against a pro. What was I thinking? That's ridiculous. But now, why
That
play with
Yugi,
100
like bullshit.
points
It's
when you
just-
can play with 500. We've upgraded our automat strategy to include all the meta Ryzeal cards along with a bunch of staple hand traps. This time, Josh is going to have to really work for it if he wants this win.
Now the cool thing about Radiant Typhoon, however, is that they don't only trigger off of my own quick play spell cards. So
That's
because
too.
you've activated Super Polymerization, I'm going to activate Radiant Typhoon Phonics in my hand to summon itself.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, there he is. Now, if another quick play spell is activated, I can activate its effect to shuffle up to 2 cards that you control back
lazy.
into the deck.
But I'm sure that won't happen, right? What are the chances?
It might happen. I don't know. We'll see. No promise.
I will try to keep things moving, even though I feel like it might not work out. We're going to normal summon Sword Ryzeal. This card has the effect that when it's normal summoned, I can add
your hand,
a
open your hands over
pyro
this so
from
you
my
cannot
deck to
summon.
my hand.
I see you
Except
have
for
definitely upgraded your
XYZ
rank 4
monsters.
strategy.
That's right. Automat is just like baby Ryzeal, if you really think about it, right?
The Sword Ryzeal is fine, yeah.
I think here we're going to add Ice Ryzeal to our hand.
Even though you've already normal summoned, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
We're gonna try to see what we
Easy.
can do here. We're going to actually send Garura, and we're going to special summon Ice Ryzeal.
Oh, okay, I see. Right.
Okay,
One way to
lazy.
get around that.
Ice Ryzeal is going to lock us into rank 4 Xyz monsters from the
So
extra
I
deck
think we're
for
gonna
this
get to
turn,
play for
and then
next
Garura is going
hour
to
for
draw
this.
20.
That is fine. I would like to activate my Radiant Typhoon chant.
Ooh.
To try and add a Radiant Typhoon monster, level 4 or lower, from my deck to my hand.
I guess that's fine.
I'm adding a Radiant Typhoon Megala. It won't do anything this turn, it's just follow up for next turn. The reason I did that is because it allows me to trigger my Phonics to target both of your monsters and put them back into the deck, because I don't want to deal with no rank 4s around here.
It does. It does. I mean, I guess there's not much I can do about that, so they're gonna go. They're going to the deck. See you later. We're not done yet, because I also have an extra Ryzeal.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you wouldn't have a way to extend after.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
keys
not
to
giving
play
up without a
for.
fight this time, let me tell you.
Yeah, I can tell, yeah.
Extra
Okay.
Ryzeal
please,
special summons
dude.
himself by sending an Xyz monster from my extra deck to the graveyard, and also locks us into rank 4 Xyz for the turn. And then we can add a Fire Thunder monster from our deck to our hand. So we will be sending Meteorologic Aggregator to the
Let me
graveyard,
see
special
below.
summon X, and then we will go Chainlink 1 to
That's
add a Fire Thunder
DSX.
monster to
Can
our hand.
divide
And
it.
Chainlink 2,
This.
when Aggregator is sent to the graveyard, he's going to negate
Let's
a
wish list. I
monster's
wanna
effect that
see.
you control.
I think it's a
Which,
good-
if I'm remembering correctly, this has a monster negate.
Yep.
So I would like to negate its effect.
Yep. I mean, I could chain it, but that would only negate the aggregator, and then my once per turn would be used anyways, so you're good.
Great. So we
On
will
the
add a
night
Fire
next
Thunder to our hand. So we're going to add another
Well,
sword.
next Tuesday for this.
Back.
He's back. And because we didn't use his effect to special summon himself, we can special summon him because we have a Ryzeal monster in our field or graveyard. And now I'm going to do what Ryzeal does best. We're going to overlay, and we're going to make a
1850.
Ryzeal Duo Drive.
Sure.
Duo Drive.
Space
is the
Marines
bread
for
and butter,
$20.
meat and potatoes, gets me to my full meal deal. He's going to detach
Block
2
to
materials
exile.
to add 2 Ryzeal cards with different names to my hand.
And
Let's
if I
chill
remember
off as
correctly, that is not a cost to detach, right? You have to detach during the effect in order to get your search.
That is part of the effect.
Okay, well then on summon I have nothing.
Cool. I would like to activate its effect.
I would like to pop it with Offerings to the Doomed, a very old school
What skill was this? I get 1 feast on the strat attack. Also skip your next draw feast.
card.
Wow. Yeah, look at that artwork.
Yeah, it's a quick play spell that destroys a face-up monster, and then I have to skip my next draw phase. And the reason this deck plays it is just because it's a very easy to use quick play spell to trigger my effects.
Well, that's really bad for me, actually.
Oh, really?
My Duo Drive is now gone.
Done.
And with that, I think my plays are finished.